Let me change my camera. There we go. Oh, how does it do that? That's weird. Oh, that's the wrong one. That could be the right one. Hello, everybody. Got a nice fresh tie-dye t-shirt on. Love this one. This is actually a really good one. I love the black highlights in it. Let's see what we got going on here. Cindy Bennett's in the house. Christina James comes in right behind her. And then we got Miss Ann. Hello, Ann. I think you got some pens today. Saw a little posting. Hello, Denise. How's that diamond painting going today? And we got Joe Atwood coming in as well. Hello, Joe. Hope you guys are all doing well. I'm just sipping on some Wawa. Nothing like some hydration. Okay, so got a cool little thing to show everybody today. I get these subscription boxes. Everybody knows what a subscription box is. I haven't started yet. Oh, Denise, that is terrible. Terrible. Anyway, hope you get started soon and have a wonderful evening doing it, but I know you got to work tomorrow. So, hello, Trudy. How you doing? How you doing? Okay, so I subscribe to this ring subscription box. It's where I started making rings, Carrie's, April's out there, that kind of thing. And they send you a new one every month, and they're pretty cool rings and stuff like that. And I enjoy doing them and stuff. Nothing to take the world by storm, but check this one out. Just got here today. Don't know if you can see that. Where's that camera at? This is a little paw. It's an inlay ring. Oh, there we go. There's a really good reflection there. It's an inlay. It's got little feet, and it's got this band around the side that you could fill with stuff. Now, here's what's cool. This is a tribute ring, and it's meant for pets. And what's cool is I was watching a guy do one who actually sells these things. Yes, it's a paw print. You can take the hairs of animals because it's a tribute ring. So, you know, if you have a recently either an ill animal or even a live animal, you could clip some of their hairs, send them to me, and I will include some of those hairs in the ring. So it'll be in the resin of the ring. How cool is that? Never even thought about putting hair in resin. Never seen it done before, but that is nifty. Anyway, we got, let's see, where's that? We got one for Carrie and one for me. And we'll put those on. Hey, Royal Sherry. Is that Cherish? Royal Sherry? I think I almost recognize that that thing there. So I sent an email to the guy and I said, hey, I don't see these paw rings, tribute rings on your website. When are they going to be available? Because I'm going to have some customers that are going to want that one because I think during this week, during the nights, we're going to make one of those rings and I'm going to put Carrie's hair in it. I'll just clip a little bit off and it'll be a Carrie tribute. No, I'm just kidding. We'll find something to put in there. But the idea is, you know, Carrie screaming for him, you're not cutting my hair. That's funny right there. I don't care who you are. All right. So, yeah, Royal Sherry. Is that Cherish? Is that Cindy's daughter? Royal Cherry. 76. Oh, I heard that, Ann. Carrie told me. I haven't seen the post yet. You are very welcome, and we're so glad that you got them. Let's go. Let me go get a better photo of this paw ring. I've seen other paw rings before. Let's see if I can. I'm going to snip this here so that I can get a blow up on that. All right, that's a lot bigger. So you can see, and these aren't just a bunch of scrambled hairs. These are put in nicely. So let me go to the StreamYard here and let's go share the screen and let's go to window right here. So here's a much better close-up of that. And you can see how he's laid some hairs down into this. And he actually shows on the sample video how he put the hairs out. This is a titanium ring, very, very good and hard metal. But that is going to be way fun and cool. So that's neat. Just because I trimmed my eyebrows. I saved it so I can put it in my ring. I'll put it in your ring as a tribute to me. So I changed my shirt, trimmed my eyebrows, got a drink of water. I'm good to go. Yeah, that's my girl. I thought that was Cherish. Good to see you, Cherish. Good for cats or dogs or chipmunks or birds. You got a bird? We could take some little feather stuff and put it in there. The sky's the limit. That is too cool. I don't know about you guys, but I thought that was neat. Anyway, let me go over Cindy's pen today. And what I have for the instructions, let me throw this on the ground here. You're probably looking at the back of me. Here I am over here at my work desk. As I put that over on Carrie's, I'll put my rings aside to the side here so they don't get in the way. And we have a blank here for Miss Cindy Bennett. And she has never seen this blank. But she is going to give a little bit of direction on how she wants this turned. Okay, so first of all, this is going to be a 4-inch pen. And currently, this pen measures in at, about 5 1/16, 30 seconds, something like that, almost 5 1/2. Might have 5 1/4, really. And it's going to be 4. So the first thing we're going to do is mark this off to 4. My caliper is flashing at me. It must want more battery. All right, so let me lay that on there like that. So there's the 4-inch mark. So, and she wants the cutoff. So we will save the cutoff for her. Cindy, at some point you're going to see this blank, and I know you don't want to see it until we get it on the lathe or something like that. So there's your 4-inch or your little extra 1 1/4 piece there. And let's see, let me get some holes in there for the bushings. Let me make sure it's not an E pen. Let's see, no twist and pick, no inserts, no E painter. Okay, good. Just a straight up regular old Cindy blank. Let's see. Once cutoffs to keep, please. Photo holding. And there's her holdings, finger holds, how she holds the pen. There you go, Cindy. It looks like you're holding a pen. I'm not sure what that tells me, except I can see your middle finger sort of scoops up underneath there on the baseball bat. So this is going to be baseball bat ends 0.46. She's down there in the Joe range. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. I would have never thought to put cat hair in a ring, but I see a lot of horsehair stuff out here in Arizona. Although that would be a good idea too, Sherry. Cherish the it's not a hoof, it's just a paw. So we're gonna need a hoof pen. All right, so here we got the mark, we got it there. Let me put some bushings in it. Got a lot of work to do today. Took a lunch, chatted with a customer. She was very pleasant and had a good time on the phone. And then had to get back to work. And then I was coming out in the garage. We Carrie poured a blank. She wanted to design a blank, so we poured one up. That will come out at, when did we pour that, Carrie? Probably about 3 o'clock. Let me see when we did that, because it might come out during this live. We'll check it out. When did we pour that blank? Oh, she took a photo. Yeah, that's good. 4:47. Oh, 8:47. We probably won't be here then. Maybe not. But I do have another thing coming off the 3D printer I'm going to show y'all and all that kind of stuff. Rachel, hope everything's going good out there where you're at. Okay. So here's the blank. Can't see it. It's right there behind my hands. She didn't want to see it till it came on the lathe. Don't know why, but I think Cindy likes surprises. But I thought, pet hair in a pen. What genius thought that up? That is so phenomenal. Okay. Hey, Larry, what's happening, baby? Larry's doing good, I'll bet you. It's warm here today, 72 degrees. Woo! Man, that was warm. But I'm printing this thing that Carrie wanted done. It should be done in about 20 minutes. And it's an idea designed from the world of, I don't kit up my diamond painting in a bunch of boxes. I use the little Ziploc bags that come with it. Whatever space is between the thumbs, you do whatever looks best. Yep, I like surprise. Whatever space is between the thumbs. You have 2 thumbs on one hand? Just checking, because it doesn't look like it from the picture. When you're holding, by the way, I do like that blank or that pen that you're holding there. That is the, that was the first 24-hour live we did. So the question, Cindy, is if you hold it like that, is that fully comfortable? Is that what you're thinking, that you like that smaller area down there where your index finger and your ring finger go, and then your thumb sits alongside? You're actually holding it very nicely like you would hold a really big writing pen. Is that comfy? Is that what you're thinking? Yeah, that's the 500 pen. Yeah. The 24-hour live, right? Yeah, what do we call that? The fire something 500. I forgot. I have to go look it up again. But we named it the Ted Hargis Memorial. And that was the first time we did the flying tire, wasn't it? Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a good looking pen, man. You guys chose all the colors on that. Was that the 500 member pen, or was that the first 24-hour live pen? The 500 member for Facebook or YouTube. I can't remember what it was. But you guys picked that. It's got some copper in there, some silver, some black, clear. I have to do that one again. That's pretty cool looking. Just a bit thinner where the thumb is. Oh, okay, cool. Nice. I think we could do that. Okay. Let me switch the cameras here. We shot the breeze enough. Hope you enjoy my tie-dye shirt. I love this lady that does these things, man. They are so cool. All right, let me flip the camera over to there. And there it is, Cindy, in all its glory. We'll get her spinning. She's going the right speed. Let me get my pad over here all squared up. Where is it? Come on, where's the live? Are we really live? Oh, there we go. Marvelous Monday. Excellent. Yeah, it's purple with a lot of glitter. I like it. This is a good pen because the glitter is really tiny, so it doesn't affect turning at all. Super small. Super small. Okay, blower on. There we go. All right, here we go. I think Cindy won this from, was it the Asian, the DP thing along that Adam was doing over there in the UK? Is that where you got this? I know it was some, you won at some contest somewhere. Man, that turns smooth like butter. I like glitter like that. I still think we're a little fat, but let's do a measure here, see where we're at. We're at about a 0.50. Going down to 0.46. That's Miss Joe Atwood range. You guys have to call it the Cindy and Joe range. 0.47. Very, very close. A couple of whiskers here and it'll be done. Here we go. We'll call that one right where it needs to be. Nice end on that. All right, what did we miss here? I made all my tie-dye shirts back in the day. Oh, that's awesome. You know, I love tie-dye because there's so many colors in it. Sapphire blue is my birthstone. This is actually purple. I know it doesn't, it looks like blue on that screen. I'm looking at it right now, but it is purple. We'll show it to you in the close-up. I don't know why that, it must be the lighting or something like that. But that screen, that color you're seeing on screen is really a gorgeous color too. It is purple. Oh, purple blue. And again, I'm a man of limited color reservoir. Well, look at it right there. It looks blue on the screen. Carrie says it's a purple blue.
Very dark periwinkle.
A very dark periwinkle. 0.49.
What you all see on screen, like here.
Oh, that's what Joe said. Is that sapphire blue? Oh.
It looks sapphire, but you will take it to the microscope. You'll see it like that purple blue color.
Man, way beyond my capability there. Oh my goodness. If somebody showed this to me on a New York City street, I go, hey, nice purple pen. Yeah, tools, I got you. Tools, I got you right there. And I might even know what to do with them. Purple, blurple. There you go. It's blurple. I'll go with that. It's blurple. Hello, Linda C6378. It's so good to see you making the pen that Cindy's going to gift me. Thank you and have fun making it. Well, that's awesome, Linda C. Hope Cindy knows that. Okay, so there's how far we are now. Now, what are we going to do magically in the middle? And we're going to thin these down a little bit more once we get our middle design done. I can't do the jewel because that's going to make these stay too fat. Let's see. There's nothing in the blank that says do this, so it really is do whatever we want. Hey, Linda, do we know you? Have you been around before? Because your name looks unfamiliar to me, but I hope you're having a happy new year and a wonderful day, regardless how new your name looks. Let me get rid of all them fuzzies over there. After a year or so, then we can talk. Cindy going to be using this one here, I think. While I'm waiting for inspiration, let me trim this one just a little fat down here. I mean, it might be a Linda we recognize from some other chat. I just not sure. That's evenly matched to that end there. Maybe she'll gift it to you for $1,000. Oh, that wouldn't be a gift, would it? I got to stay small so I can thin these down a little bit here. I'm going to try to get this one to match the other side. Let's see if I do a small Excalibur, because you know, when you shrink this down by 1.25 inches, you really take a lot of playing space out here because this is the sacred territory down here on either side. So you really only have like that much to play with. Let's see, let's find the middle. 10-4, girlfriend, it's me, haha. Okay. I don't know who that is. But she called me girlfriend. How nice. You go, girlfriend. So that is right in the middle there. Hate to do a flying tire because you already got one of those, but that takes up very little room. Oh, that's your sister-in-law. You know, I was thinking a lot of things, but right now, if you saw her picture, Cindy holds a pen like this. She has much longer fingers than I, but sort of like this. And she wants this part a little thinner, and that's sitting right there in the middle. So I would say she holds her pen like that. That's what the picture looks like. So this thumb rests right against this hump right there. I may be relinquished to, I can't do a vase, I can't do double Cheerios, can't do Morse code. Although, you know what, we might be able to do a Morse code in there. Let's see. If I do a Morse code, that might look pretty cool. And I shrink it to just 1/4 inch. That'll slim this out there. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Ah, just had to wait for it to come. Just had to wait for it to come. Okay, so if I'm going to dig down in this one here, then I got to bring these out just a little bit. But that'll be perfect because that'll slim right down where we need to slim down. This will give us permission to really thin that down where her thumb wants to go. Heck yeah, it's going to be perfect. And again, it's not about my turning ability. It's about my ability to get out of the way of the blank and the user. Oh, look at that, Cindy. We're going to trim that down right nice. Look at that. Ooh. Perfect for those sexy fingers. We'll take this down a molecule at a time. And then we'll make the Morse code right here in the middle. It's almost like anti-flying tire. All right, sister-in-law Linda. Hopefully you can use this too when she's done. Now let me thin these down just a little bit more. Beautiful. That is just splendid. Excellent. You know, it just had to come to me. Look at that. Yeah, that's going to shine up nice too. All right, blowers off. Let's get the diaper in place. But you know, Trudy out there throwing ideas out and all that stuff, it all helps because it gets my brain of thinking of how to do. And you can see, Trudy, how little room we have in the middle here. It really is tight. But Cindy loves a very short pen. She's right there in that Joe range. I think Joe's 4 1/4 for most of hers and fits comfortably and wonderfully in her hand. And that's what we do. Cindy, the extra piece that's left over, do you want me to cut it in half? Round-wise? Oh, Siri thinks I'm talking to her. Hey, Lily. Why does I said Cindy and Siri thinks I'm talking to her? She's in my back pocket. How could she even hear that? Oh, Jay Lily. Hey, Jay Lily. Good to see you. Haven't seen you for a bit. Glad you swing around. All right. Good start on that one. Now we'll spend a little time on this one here. We haven't heard what's for supper yet today, Jay Lily. She's keeping us in suspense because it was so awesome that none of us can stand the announcement. We're all going to be just biting our lips and smacking our jaws together going, oh, I want some. Hey, Carrie, if you're listening, can you come and fill my water bottles for me? Be my water girl. Mighty fine H2O. It's a mighty fine H2O. Homemade chili mac. Man, I love chili mac. When they used to make that on a submarine, oh, they always called it like, yeah, we didn't have anything else, so we just made chili mac. I'm like, dude, put this on the menu always. And everybody loves it. There's never any left over. I just need some water. Oh, chili mac. Joe, she had homemade chili mac. Here you go.
Here, I gotta show this real quick. So tell me if I'm in the right spot.
You're in the right spot.
Okay, this is the mystery kit. You come close so I can use your mic.
Oh,
This is from the mystery kit by Art by Julia.
tilt it a little bit because you got shiny there. There you go.
Okay, let's try this again. This is the mystery kit. The color palette, as Lizette would say, the color palette for the mystery kit. I saw the image just really quickly because I wanted to see if I really wanted it, and it's absolutely adorable. And I saw these colors. I'm like, that would make a gorgeous pen. So we have a blue, very similar to this blue here, because that's the most of it, I think, if I remember correctly. And then there's some green.
Nice, because she can't hear. I don't know why. Mike's right here.
Is it turned off?
No, it's on.
Oh, okay.
Is it on?
Maybe it was muffled.
The green light on?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay. So, and then we use white and white ghost gold for the cream throughout there, which I think is the duck colors. So it should be very pretty. And so we added also a clear with this green and blue glitter, right? There's only 2 glitters, right?
Yeah, 2 glitters.
So that will be ready tonight. You will cut it up and cook it and then turn one. And I mean, I think it will go with everything, almost anything. If you have something with an ocean, it would go with it. So it's very pretty. So I just thought these would be beautiful colors, make a beautiful blank. And we want to start in 2026 making more of our own blanks and experimenting with colors and things.
Back to where we started.
That's how we started. And when Tim went to Germany and was traveling a lot, I started just getting blanks so we could turn something and offer something. So now we're going back to our roots and making our own blanks. So there you go.
There you go. Remember, you heard it first here on Roller Derby. Roller Derby. It's safe for her to unpause. She wasn't talking about it, just the colors. That she made a pen. Oops. The cat pen and the dragon spit pen. Yeah. Yeah, she was only showing the colors, not the design. We don't reveal the patterns. That would just be mean. But here's what's cool is I'm having a butter dish made like that.
Ducks.
With ducks.
Here's my ducks. I like pandas and ducks. That is my thing now. So someone found me a Panda Cafe by Art by Julia and got it for me, and then I paid them back, and that was very kind and very nice. So thank you to that nice person who was probably maybe listening or listening to the replay. So thank you. I'm very excited to do that one. I have some panda blanks from Along the Shore Blanks. They did a drop on New Year's Eve, and it was a little hectic. So it didn't go as well as Black Friday, but she's going to be back, and we've got a date set. And as it gets closer, she'll reveal that. And I think you'll really like some of the things she has going to drop. So it's going to be fun. She's going to be doing that every 2 weeks, I believe. So we'll get some of her beautiful blank coming to us And I would never reveal a mystery. That is, if you want to know what it is, you can go to the mystery group on Facebook and ask to see it and do that on your
But most
own.
people don't want to see it.
Most people don't want to see it. And if you do see it, by the time you get the kit and get to the kit, you don't remember at my old age. So it's
Her old age.
but I like the colors and I thought it would make a beautiful blank. A lot of you like blue and green and like that white with both gold and glitter, so can't go wrong.
But this will be a blank that we came up with that will go with that pen or go with that kit. Because she sort of has similar colors. Like Mrs. Butter D, you could pick 6 or 7 colors and pretty much nail any one of her paintings because she has that sort of similar color palette.
Yeah, I'm doing Duck Bath as part of the DAC 2026 challenge. Do something with 5 shades of the same color. And they made a suggestion. Duck Bath kind of fits that. I'm like, I have that. So that's on the table.
That's why they came up with that challenge.
Maybe. Don't ask me.
They're all about sales. Anything they can do to sell another kit.
A whole bunch, like pull something, your oldest kit. So I found the very first one I ever bought, but I did a D-stash that's older than the one I originally bought. So I'm going to do that one because it's super cute.
Man, that thing is silky smooth.
It's called Catern, and I'll show a picture of it in the group when I finally take it out of the box. And I organize all my whips. So ones that are just like out of the box to show in an unboxing on a live. I'm trying to find its correct home. And that's not really a whip because I didn't kit it. It's just out of the box. So I found the real whips. And I think there's about 7 or 8 that are real whips. And we're going to try and work through those. And refresh and slash your stash. Right, Tim?
Yeah. Refresh. Slash your stash. Yeah, I love me some chili mac. Oh my goodness. I think I like chili mac more than I like mac and cheese, and I love mac and cheese. You need to have your own live there, baby.
I know.
You should go live 24 hours a day.
I got.
That's a lot of ducks.
It's ducks. And it would go. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you're delayed about 8 or 9 seconds there.
I know, but I'm angling it wrong. So this is.
Yes, comfort food. You got it, Joe.
Ducks. It's little Palmer clay ducks in there.
Oh, Cindy moved to California. Nice.
Who did?
Cindy.
Cindy Bennett?
Yeah, because Linda, her sister-in-law, says I should have told you that she has a new address in California.
Oh, yes. Please send that to me.
No, Carrie, it's a joke.
Oh.
Linda wants to steal her pen.
Oh. It's like when Cherish won the, I think it was 124-hour live pen. And then Cindy said, oh, okay. And then, could you fix this pen? Because then Cherish used it for a while, and she gave it to Cindy, and Cindy has it now. So if Cherish has it, Cindy gets it eventually. So maybe that's what Linda means.
No, Linda means she wants to steal Cindy's pen.
Oh, see, I thought Cindy really moved.
No, she didn't move. She loves where she is in Arizona. Arizona, take off your rainbow shades. Okay, I'm going to buff a little side of this thing here, just so you can see it when it's buffed. Kevin will do the better buffing job on it.
I'll mention the 2 e-painter things we have for sale. They're not in the boxes, but they are for sale. Half price is $15.
All right, let's come over here to the workbench. So this is the pen, and you can see I finish it down to a certain level, but you can see on this side here how much shinier it is. This is me just doing it on the lathe, and this is the buffing.
Look at how pretty that is. It's so
Now,
glittery.
let's break out the Leopard scope. We can zoom in on the. We can get on the Leopard scope here. Okay.
Look at that. See,
So that thing still looks blue there too.
Yeah, but it isn't more. It's a burple.
It's a blurple for sure. Looks like Zsa Zsa Gabor, but you can see how shiny this end is. And then this end isn't as shiny because we haven't buffed it yet.
And Kevin buffs them and I inspect them before they go. So they are 100% perfect. Pretty much.
Yeah, but it is more purple than it's showing on screen, but it definitely is a blurple. Yeah, and purple on that camera too, Denise. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, let's get back to this one here. Let me sit this over here. So Cindy, let me show you this here. This is your leftover piece. 1.25 inches long. Do you want me to cut it in half, or do you want it just like that? Let me know. I can do it either way. No big deal. You're welcome, Cindy. Always a pleasure. Let's see. Hey, me bought you that huge dragon pick that won you the pen, girlfriend. How nice of me. Okay, let me cut that in half right now so I don't forget. Thank you, ma'am. Don't walk into the wall, Care Bear. There you go. Pieces cut in half nicely. It's like slicing up a hot dog. Let me put this back into your packet. And when I say packet, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Everybody gets a packet. But this is a packet. So all the blanks come in there, photos she sends, all the customer information, all the options right there that you choose on the web. And then I put it all back in here and it goes into Kevin's box because he has to finish them up. You would like it as a cover mine. Yeah, you could sand that down a little bit and shape it up. It'll look nice. Buff that sucker up. Absolutely. All right. Let me get this out of here. Let's see, let me move this over here so I can see what I'm doing. All right, this is what I designed. And this is it's a 3D printed box, super rough right now. Probably not going to have the stars in it later because it doesn't print very well on these angles, as you can see. Got a little bit of fuzziness to it there. I'd rather have it nice and tight. But essentially, let me move this build plate out of the way. Essentially, I designed it so that it's got a little edge on the bottom here. It's a little bit smaller all the way around. So when you put these in here, hey, Carrie, you got a couple little baggies? Show how this works here. Yeah. But anyway, the idea is that this is tall enough. It's tall enough this way so you can put all the baggies down in there. And when you put this on top of the other one, they'll stack and nest right into the other one. And that way you can stack them on your desk and they don't take too much room. But the bags are below the level of this top right here. And I've got an opening at the bottom, as you can see as well, that allows the drills to go back and forth without the baggies going back and forth. But again, I'll probably print this without the stars, and I think it'll come out a little better. And this is just leftover resin right now, so we'll have to work on that. There you go. Just lay some in there.
Yeah, it works.
So here's the idea. There's the baggies. A couple of dividers in there to keep them all upright. They fit perfectly down in there. I might even take another 0.5 millimeter off either side just so they go a little easier. BB, the dragon pick did not make me win the pen. Oh, okay. And then these go down inside one another. So that's our little experimental project going on right there. Pretty cool. I like the star. Maybe I don't want to do a circle because that'll make but here where it tries to do the edge, it doesn't really get a nice solid edge like it does down here on the bottom part.
This is the one you made that had it before, but it was a little tight.
Yeah, this was the one I prototyped up first, but it's too tight. The bags needs to be a little bit little.
Looks like it fits, but it's really tight.
And I think these will be pretty reasonable. I think I can thin this. I guess they're doing about 2 millimeters on that too. The only thing I don't like about this one is it flexes like that. So I do like this here where it's much more rigid with these centers on there. And you can't stack these, but essentially, oops, it'll stack. These aren't the exact right size, but it'll stack like that. So it'll sit on your desk. And we can make these in any color, of course. But right now, it's just prototyping and seeing how it works. So we'll keep playing.
Yep.
There you go, baby.
And we'll have variegated.
Yeah, we'll have all kind of stuff there to make it all pretty.
Since Tim put it and set it up, which I forget what day it was. It was just before New Year's. He's been printing everything. Print wall things. All kinds.
I'm printing everything.
Printing everything.
Let me show you these little boxes I printed up.
Yeah.
These are way too cool. I don't know.
Because some of them slide, and that one doesn't. It pops open. It really thin one. I think they have dividers. That will go there.
Okay, the coolest thing about these boxes is they print with a hinge. I have never seen something print with a hinge. So these are boxes they print and they come off the thing just like that. So this little hinge in here prints when you're doing it. Yeah, we'll get you one, Joe. You know, here, the thing is, I'm trying to figure out what to charge on these. There's a lot of people out there telling you what to charge, but it's essentially the cost of the resin and the printing time on the printer. So it's pretty cool. But look at that. Look at these little boxes. They print just like that. It just blew me away. And here's some here. I just got some resin on here. Little clamshell boxes. Man, I don't know who designed these, but these are cool. Look at that. Oh, they got little grippies on the side here so you can put your fingers on there and pull it up and down. And then they do make this little container that you can put a number of these things in. And again, this one's divided in two. And these sort of snap down in there so they don't really jump around too much. Let's see what this one has here. Those are 3 there. But I'm guessing that baggie holder that we were looking at, Joe, I think I can offer that for like $12 to $15. I'm not sure where it's going to end up yet, but it's actually pretty cool that you could offer something like that. So there's double divided, single divided, and you can print all you need to go in these little holders here. The holder was actually, it took like 5 hours to print. It's amazing. There's a whole open one there, no dividers in that one. Yeah, I'm literally, Larry, printing every day, man. Every day. That thing never stops. If I could get up in the middle of my night, I would and start it up again. Anyway, fun stuff. Fun stuff. And what I like about this is once I get an item to actually sell, I can just let it print while I'm turning pens and doing other stuff. Okay. We got to get back to work, though. Let's see. I really like the boxes. I'm in trouble now. Let me go back down here where we were. Let's see. Dragon Pig Tiny Pen. I like that. I'd be wanting one of those baggie holders. Yeah, I'm telling you, Cindy, as soon as I get the design finalized, like right now, I need to make it about a half a millimeter, maybe 1 millimeter wider on the inside. And I got to get rid of the stars on the outside. It'll increase the grams of resin that you'll print, but it'll look a lot smoother. And when we print it in that rainbow kind of stuff, we got some pink and all kind of resin coming tomorrow, filaments. But anyway, the boxes, yeah, Joe, those are too cool. I'm telling you, way cool. Absolutely, Larry. I'm telling you, man. Quiet BB. Who's BB? Linda C. She already wants 10 of them. Absolutely. Yeah, they're pretty cool, but I think they're pretty reasonable. I don't think they get too far out of whack when you're charging for them. So I'm surprised how, if you buy the resin in bulk, you can get it for a pretty decent price. Now, you do have a little bit of waste and all that stuff. That's everything, but that's pretty cool stuff right there. Okay, let's get back and let's get busy. Let's go back over here to the lathe. Let me pick somebody out of the box here. Who's next? Who's next is Jess Russ. All right, Jess. I'm going to put the build plate back. But even though we took the last night off of turning last night, I sat in the easy chair designing. So I put my laptop on my lap, Carrie's over in hers, diamond painting, and we're just got the TV, the boob tube going, playing some murder show or who knows what it was. But let's see, what's this here? That goes over there. This comes out right here. Oh, we got a Jess Russ. Carrie, did that get cooked? Did Jess's blank get cooked? Very good. Very good. That's ready to turn then. This is the New Year's Eve pen. I haven't seen Jess here tonight. Yes, ma'am, Joe. I was thinking about that, watching other people use those things. And if I design it, I can sell it. Like those little boxes, I can't really sell those because I didn't design them. But I got to go look at the license, see if there's some commercial allowability, because there is some sometimes. Okay, these are all going to be, let's see, she gets 5 1/4 baseball bat 0.54, 5 1/4 baseball bat 0.54. Let me cut this one down here. 5 1/4. Where's my marker? The other blanks are already 5 1/4, so we don't have to do anything with them. We go snip this one off. Okay. Yeah, Tim, I was having Leopard Leatherworks withdrawals. Yeah. And I'm not a complainer, but I could tell you that my back wasn't feeling good last night. I don't know what, I slept wrong the night before or something. So no real excuse. I was still busy doing stuff for Leopard Leatherworks. I just wasn't turning pens last night. And I don't have back problems. That's the good thing. But last night, boy, I was like, I got out here and 5:30 in the morning, out here playing all day, doing projects, turning and burning, having a good time. By about 4 o'clock, I'm like, oh man. But I slept fabulously last night. My back feels fantastic today. And no worries. We are here to have fun. And Carrie, you may want to tell Jess she's up. Oh, we got a pine cone blank here. Ooh, some wood on that end. I like that. The only thing I don't like about wood is it has a mind of its own, and sometimes it wants to drill where it wants to drill. When you're drilling into wood, even though it's been stabilized, sometimes the grain of the wood wants to take you in a certain direction, and that would offset the whole pen, and that would suck. Yeah, Larry, because Larry, you know me, buddy. I love coming in here having fun. So to not be live and not turning, I'm like, oh man. But sometimes you just got to make a command decision and go with it. Okay, those are all drilled up. Let me get some bushings in them. Let me set that caliper aside. All right, 2 more. All right, there we go. Let's get this one strapped up here. Let Miss West Virginia know she's up. Check my messenger. Cindy, you know that love lives here. Pick you on. Comments. This is Kevin calling from the Mustang Walmart. You're funny down there, Kevin. Let's see. What am I supposed to be looking at? I did message Jess before you started. That's good. She's trying to bribe you. Is she doing any good, Cindy? Because, everybody has their price, even me. And for enough money, Linda, I could find that blanked away to California. All right, blowers on. Baseball bat. 0.54. 0.57. 0.56. By the way, this is the New Year's Eve blank, of which we made, I think, 8 or 10. We have a couple of them that are clear with no actual color in them, so they look pretty cool. All right, we got 5-4 right there on the move. Kevin will be kidding up Bam Bam next. Oh, very nice. Six-oh. Let's keep on diving. Pretty sad story here in Oklahoma. A man in his late 20s, I believe he was, got a new gun. This is back about December 5th. Some Glock model 45 caliber. And he was target practice shooting in his backyard, shooting at a Red Bull can. And the bullets went through the woods to the neighbor's house and killed the lady sitting on the front porch holding her child. It just doesn't get any sadder for that, because he didn't even realize he did it. So they sort of tracked the trajectory of the bullet, visited his house, asked him some questions, and I don't think the cops told him that he killed the lady, but he said, you hit someone over in another neighborhood about a half a mile away. And he started crying, which I could imagine. Not a bad guy, just bad situation. 8.2 miles. Woo! 6.9 today. Good job, Kev. Okay, we got those ends looking nice. Ooh, that middle's going to look cool. Look what's left. I like it. I love how this pink sank to the bottom, because this is the top. This may just simply have to be a, I think this is a long one. I think we could do 2 Morse codes on there, and that'll bend the light through the pen. Let's see if we're going to do 2 Morse codes. That means I need 3 digs. If I do, let's widen this out a little bit. If I do dig, 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 it gives me 2 humps. Perfect. There we go. They are marked. You know, a holder for just one pen to clip on the side of me. I've seen something like that. I have seen something like that, Linda C. I almost want to do a mustache on this one just to see the swirly stuff on the inside, but a lot of real estate on this guy. By the way, we're going to be live again tomorrow night as well, because I'm going to New York City on Friday. I want to make sure we have a lot of time together because I'm going to miss this weekend coming up, turning pens. I owe you guys some time because I'm not going to be getting much done this weekend. Let's see, that is it. I widened that middle dip out just a little bit, put those Morse codes further apart. That should look pretty cool. But the new year is off to a roaring start. Yeah, Kevin really likes that new gig down there. Yeah, your springtime comes a little earlier than us, Larry. Yeah, as soon as the birds can, they will, right? Ooh, that's glass smooth right there. My goodness. Hey, Caden, how the heck you doing, buddy? How's Idaho treating you today? There's a guy I follow on Facebook who sells wood, usually dyed and stabilized. And he used to be in Wisconsin. All of a sudden, he's like from Idaho Falls. I'm thinking, oh, I guess he moved. It's a pretty enough place to live, right? There's no snow. Yeah, right? Yeah, Kevin's going to Idaho next month for a Super Bowl party. Be over there in Boise, near Boise. My sister and brother-in-law used to live in Rigby, Idaho. I think their parents owned some kind of furniture store out there. They're not with us anymore, but and my mom and dad used to live in Afton, Wyoming. I'm sure you know where that is. In fact, my dad is buried in Afton, Wyoming. In this blanket I'm turning right now, Carrie's got some more left. Not sure how many, a couple of them anyway. Afton's just across the border over into Wyoming. If you Google it, you'll go, oh, that's pretty close. They used to go to the Sam's Club in Idaho Falls all the time. I know you're a little south of that. Still a beautiful state. We used to drive up there, you know, Kate, and there's one part, it might be where near you live, that all of a sudden you come up out of Utah and you're driving along the highway there. I guess it's 15 that goes there. And all of a sudden you got all these black volcanic rocks on the side of the road sticking up everywhere. Thought that was pretty cool. Is that near Blackfoot or something like that? I don't know why I think that would be, but I seem to think it was. Anyway, pretty state. Pretty state. There you go. Yeah, you're nearby. Yeah, just Google Afton, Wyoming, Afton, and it's just through the mountains to the west or to the east. And Afton's a little town stuck in the 50s, as they say. Very nice. There used to be a NPTU Idaho, Nuclear Power Training Unit Idaho, way out there in the middle of the Idaho desert somewhere, Caden. Used to be a lot of Navy guys stationed up there that would go on submarines and aircraft carriers and stuff wherever they had nuclear power plants. I forget the name of the town. I had to go Google it again, but it's way out there. Kitten capping on the keyboard. Oh, teach that cat well. Yeah, she did a good job, Joe. I'll be redesigning that baggy tray tonight, getting rid of those stars. I was trying to be fancy and save resin, but it just made it ugly. All right, there it is. Oh yeah, that looks pretty cool. That's gonna look awesome, all buffed up. I love how the pink fell down to that end. You could see where it sort of scraped right through the middle of that stuff on the inside. Personally, I think it would look better. Let me see if it polishes up. I'm gonna buff it a little bit here. All right, I'm buffing a little bit more than I wanted to, but it'll look pretty cool. Kevin will rebuff it and do the complete whole job on it. That's interesting. So we tinted that clear just a little bit. Let's go to the scope here. 17 watching and 5 likes. Yike! Let's see. Okay, here we go. So here's the colorful end. Got that purple and that green. Let me make sure that's focused. Here we go. Purple and the green. This is just lightly polished. Oh yeah, look at that. You can see that swirly thing in there. And then this is where all the pink went. That looks pretty cool. Looks like a tornado on the inside of there. And that's all the barn pieces flying around. That's wild. I got to do some more of that. That's pretty cool. I guess you scared you away. It's funny. No worries, Joe. No worries. All right. Okay. Let's do. This could be a very fun one here. This is going to be gorgeous wood. Let me switch the camera back here. Get the diaper out of the way first. That's a very interesting pour because we tinted that clear and it looks a little murky, but it's not murky. It's actually clear and it's pretty weird looking. Sort of throws your eyeballs off a little bit because you can still see the depth in the silver flake down inside. Okay, so we got this really nice piece of wood here on this end. I quit nagging now. That's good, Joe. Don't nag. I don't know what that's for. Okay, let's take it up to hyper speed, blower on. No, it's just people coming in and out. That's just the way it goes. It's a little high. Let me bring this thing down there. They were probably already gone before you said something. It's just YouTube hadn't updated it. Just people cruising through, looky-loos, checking us out. You never know who's behind those Foster grants. You know, I should go live on Saturday and Friday. Well, not Saturday, Sunday, from the floor of the Jacob Javits Center during the day. Take you to the trade show with me. So it sounds like some seed packet came out of right there. Oh yeah, see that? We lost the seed packet. We'll have to work that into the design. And we'll slow that down a little bit. Oh, nagging about the thumbs up. Yeah. Maybe they hit the thumbs up button and ejected them out of their seat. All right, let's see. 0.54 baseball bat in. Here we go. .59. A little bit more. .56. Getting close. .55. Almost. There we go. .54 coming right up. Now we're going to leave this just a half a millimeter thick because we'll sand it down a little bit as well. Yep, that'll be fun then. We'll just go live from the trade show floor. We'll wander around. I'm in my own booth from about I think 8:30 to noon 30 kind of thing. Then I'm just walking the floor, looking for new clients, looking for collaborators. And it's a retail trade show, retail technology, all that good kind of stuff. It's called NRF. It's in New York City every year in January. Not sure why they do that. Be better to have it in May. Because it's going to be cold. And man, when you get on the avenues, it's pretty good. But when you step out into one of the streets going east and west, that wind just blows up like the Grand Canyon. Whew. Man, is that biting cold. But I got a jacket to handle that. 0.55, 56, a little bit more. And of course, they heat the building, so it's not too bad. There we go. All the big retailers are there. All the big tech companies are there. Some pretty cool technology too. All right, so for sure, we've got to make this part of the design, this right here, because there's a loose piece of resin that fell off there that was not very well attached to that pine cone. Let's go find the center here. So there's our center, not too far away from that piece there. No, that was not the same show. That show, although it was in December, that was the Hudson Vendor and Management Show in Vegas. And that was last year, wasn't it? 2024. That was cool. How about came unglued when I saw those? So a couple things we have to take into consideration here. One, we're going to show off this wood on the end because this is really the star show. This all looks great, but it supports that thing right there. Very nice green swirly mica, a little bit lighter yellow in there. Not yellow, but yellow-green. And that's our chunk. So by just simply doing a handlebar, handlebar mustache, that will take care of that chunk that's missing there. And that'll show off some pine cones. That might look pretty good. Sometimes they just tell you what to do. Yes, another trade show, just different one. And Hudson, by the way, is my client, and they're one of those companies that operates stores in airports. You've seen them, I'm sure, if you're going through the airport. Some are labeled Hudson, others you don't know are Hudson. They have different names like Salt Lake City News or MSNBC or something like that. And they will be there as well, wandering around. It's usually just the tech companies that have all the booths, and all the retailers are walking around. I remember my very first trade show. I got out of the Navy in '91 and got with this technical demonstration company. We used to go to around when there used to be lots of computer resellers, retail-wise, that were moving products. There used to be CompUSAs and Eggheads, and there still is Micro Centers, Computer City. Can't remember all the names of them that are all gone now. But they used to have this show, this big computer show called Comdex in Vegas, largest trade show in the world at the time. And I got there. I'd never been to a trade show before. It was probably about 3 or 4 years out of the Navy. Of course, the Navy, there ain't no trade shows for Navy that I'm aware of that I was doing. But got to this place and they were handing me t-shirts and gizmos and floppy disks and free software and all this kind of stuff. And I left that place with like 3 or 4 shopping bags full of stuff. I mean, You name it, I had it. The best part was the t-shirts, right? They're free t-shirts. I thought that was pretty cool. And I thought that was neat. My second year was sort of the same. I went to CES, which was probably 3 months after Comdex in Vegas again. Went to that one, did the same thing, left with a ton of stuff. And then I started getting smart going because I was bringing this stuff home and it would just sit there forever. And it was just junk. Junk with a logo on it. Squeeze balls and back scratchers and pens and pencils. And oh my goodness, I've never seen so much crap. In fact, Denise, when I left the Hudson show last year, I had 3 big bags of candy because all these companies that sell this stuff in the Hudson stores, they bring it all for their display at the trade show, but they don't want to take it home with them. So they just literally just leave it there. So I had bags and bags of lint balls and what's the other fancy chocolate comes in a bar? I had more chocolate out of that place. Those high chews and Charleston chews and oh my goodness, I can't remember them all. Godiva. There's a couple other fancier chocolates that they had there too, but and again, I literally just threw away 2 bags of it that we had never eaten. We had so much you can't eat it. I mean, gosh. But your eyes are big when you're there and it's free. It's high-end chocolate. T-shirts, bags, you name it. Oh my goodness. Nonstop. Nonstop junk. Hey, Linda Kendall, how are you doing? Just saw your name there at the bottom. Hope life is treating you well. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, Larry, oh my goodness, it was so much stuff. So now when I go to trade shows, people try to hand me stuff. No, thanks. I don't want your snack. I don't want your thumb drive. I don't want your back scratcher. I don't want your pen. Nothing. I leave that show unless there's a really cool t-shirt that's got great color and design on it. I'm like, whatever. Yeah, they are fun and exciting at first, and it's, lights and noise and people and overall pretty exciting, but oh my goodness, I've had enough. Now I go there, I look for clients. I want to leave with at least 3 new deals. My goal is to secure at least $5 million worth of new business. No repeat. Look for collaboration partners, looking for technology. While I'm in my booth, I'll be visiting with retailers that are coming by, looking at our technology. Anything to engage, let's talk about it. Let's put a POC together. That'll be at least $200,000 there. Rebecca is live. That's awesome. She asked me to design a baggie holder too. And I did. And I think it's going to be very reasonably priced. I think at least 10,000 people will want one. So I'm going to have to buy at least 5 more printers just to print them all out. She's doing real Legos or sort of Legos? Care Bear, time to go get Kevin. course, Kevin, you could walk. It's only about 12 miles. You already got 6.9 down for the day. This will round you up almost to a marathon. Ooh, that thing feels so smooth. I'll tell you, a trade show I'd like to go to, Denise, is the gun trade show. There's got to be something out there somewhere. I'm sure there's a few every year. I'll move to Florida, Denise. I'll work for you. I'll streamline your paperwork, make sure it's all done right, generate some AI to quality check everything, and then we'll just go to gun shows. I'll be your store manager. I know how to do that job. Shot shows. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I'd imagine those shows probably have camping gear there. And I mean, it's the gamut, right? When you got guns, you're going hunting, self-defense stuff, all that kind of thing. Yeah, because the gun shows are sort of like the local guys selling guns or that kind of thing. And I don't want to go to those. I've been to those. Or sometimes they're fun, sometimes they're not so fun. But I want to go to the big industry shows. Is that what it's called? Is that the name of it? SHOT Show? Good name. I'll take the back scratcher. Joe, I came home one time like 5 back scratchers. I needed more backs. That's what I needed. I needed more backs. Yeah, Linda, things are going good here. I'm glad they're going well with you. Got my health. Carrie still likes me. Life is good. Whew, that thing is like silky smooth. Okay, now we all know this has a lot of wood in it. Not only all of these pine cones over here, but this wood here. So first thing we got to do is clean it off. So I'll get a little paper towel here. Oh, nice. Love it, Denise. Vegas has a lot of trade shows. A lot of square footage out there for trade shows. All right, now we'll use this one. It's mostly dry now, but we're going to really dry it out. Turn the lathe up to high speed and just rub this. There's no water. See how white that gets? Yep, take your call. It's probably Yogi calling. I think Joe taught her cat how to call Yogi, and Yogi now knows how to call you. Okay, now we'll take a nice clean piece here, and we'll get our beeswax and oil mixture together here. Turn it up a little higher now. Create some heat and get all that to soak in. I guess Carrie's going to make Kevin wait. All right, let's check this baby out. And you know this is going to the scope. This is some, oh my goodness, it looks like furniture. Crying out loud. Look at that. That burl is the star of the show. Look at that. Oh man, that makes my heart hurt. Pine cones are cute too. But that wood right there, that burl. Let's go check it out in the scope here. Thank you, Linda. I wish I made this blank. I'll tell you, it is beautiful. Let's see. Let's go to the scope. I don't know why it's working today so well. But here we go. That was my hand. There's the wood. Look at that. Man, that is just beautimous. Look at that burl. The defect of the tree is the most beautiful. Look at those little chatoyance rays coming out of that. Oh, man alive, it's gorgeous. And, of course, we have the very nice mica powder swirl with our pine cones. Looks like little animals. Looks like vertebrae of little animals, doesn't it? Looks like a rib cage, doesn't it? Look at that. It's like a prehistoric water animal. And we got that nice little swirl right there in the middle. Beautiful. But man, look at that wood. Oh my goodness. That looks like a monkey face right there. I'll turn that around. Look, it's two monkeys talking to each other. That's a face. That is a solid face. Look at that. It's a monkey face. Do you see it? There's the eye shimmering right there. Little ear on the side there. There's another monkey, a whole crowd of monkeys. Yeah, that burl is gorgeous, huh, Joe? Look at that grain in there. Oh, man. If I got this pen, I'd just sit and look at the pen. I'd get no diamond painting done. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. All right, everybody. That is it for tonight. We appreciate you being here. We will be back again tomorrow night and 6 o'clock, same bat time, same bat channel, and doing it up, making some pens. We'll talk to you soon. Everybody have a wonderful evening. We hope you're having a wonderful, happy new year. See you around. Bye-bye.